Welcome back to Fast Money. Check out shares of Bally's surging over 55% since last week. The casino operator striking a deal with Sinclair Broadcast Group for naming rights to its regional sports networks. And our next guest says this stock still has more room to run. Joining us now for a special guest fast pitch is Stephen Usher, partner at event-driven hedge fund Standard General. Stephen, welcome to the show. Great to have you with us. This is a company that you are intimately involved with. So what about Bally's do you still like after this massive run?
Well, as you said, we've been involved with this investment for quite some period of time. We've seen the evolution to go from a single name property to where it is right now, as in 14 different casinos, 10 different states, and of those 10 states, 8 will be able to access live sports betting. And the reality is we're looking to kind of take the 2.0 and how you deal with sports betting. We've got the casinos. We acquired a sports technology platform. And now we've got an integration of top-rated media broadcasting company, Sinclair. So the idea is no longer trying to capture traditional sports betting. We're looking to truly enhance the overall growth of who's going to bet and how you're going to bet.
How do you see the pieces fitting together, Stephen, in terms of what will become the most valuable part of Bally's? Will it be the sports betting and the technology associated with that? Or will it be the physical casinos? How do you see this sort of playing out over time?
It's really important to have a balance. I mean, there's obviously a whole new customer base which have yet to been fully embraced with the technology and what we're going to do with Sinclair. So I think when you think of how the business can grow and what sort of multiples as far as an upside is concerned, having technology and our innovative way to match the technology with the casinos, with Sinclair, that's where a significant amount of the upside will be. Mm-hmm. But we really need the success of our land-based casinos. And we've doubled the size of the casinos during the pandemic.
I want to make clear to the audience that they know that Standard General, your firm, owns 37% of the float of Bally. So you're in this very deep, Stephen. You mentioned upside. So what do you project that upside to be from here?
Well, now, I don't know if it could be truly what we're thinking about, a multiple of where it is right now. This has been a high conviction investment for our firm for a number of years right now. And we've watched all of the things, all the transactions, which have gotten it to a much larger casino platform. But the transaction that was announced last week is truly transformative. And really, that is something that if we had high conviction before, we're even higher at this point.
Wow. All right, Stephen's made his case. Let's see if the traders have any questions. Guy, question for Stephen.
Stephen, unbelievable position. Congratulations. BetWorks, I mean, sports wagering, big deal. I know Bally's entered into an agreement. I think it was last week. What do you make of all this? I mean, is that part of the thesis?
Yeah, it's an important part. As I mentioned earlier, it's definitely a three-pronged event. I think you've seen what we view the 1.0 version of casinos partnering up with technology partners as a way to get new customers that weren't traditionally visiting casinos or weren't betting the typical way of doing the point spread of who wins and loses the game. Sports betting is going to be going to another level in gaming. How many times did a quarterback pass? How many times did they hand off? It's actually going to really make the whole viewing of sports that much more exciting, and even more people, more of the family be interested in it.
All right, so Stephen's made the case. Let's see if the traders agree. Time to vote on Stephen's pitch on Bally's. Dan, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm not a buyer here. That was a massive move. Good for them. They obviously own this stock. I think at a breakout level, somewhere between 30 and 35, if it were to pull back there, that would be a good reload. I just, Sinclair, I'm sure they did a lot of due diligence there. Is that a network you want to be, associated with, given all the press over the last couple of years or so related to them? So to me, I think it's one play in sports betting. These guys have placed their bets. It's not for me, though.
Tim.
So I have to be consistent. So I'm long DraftKings, and the valuation is unjustifiable except for to the upside on the opportunity and the technology. I'm a little worried about the ownership of the underlying brick and mortar casinos, and there's a reason why these are getting rolled up. They weren't working, but anyway, long way of saying I'm a buy, but I'm concerned about the short to medium term. But I think the upside for the sector is out of hand.
Steve.
I'm going to say buy. I like the opportunity here with Sinclair. I like the bet works. And you called it. If they're in control of 30% of the float, and the float is not that great to begin with, it sounds like the stock has the ability to go much higher from here. So although it's a tremendous move, like all the guys have just said, I think the stock can do a lot more aggressively higher with that little bit of float and him controlling 30% of it.
Guy, you got your whiteboard up already, so go ahead.
Can you read that? Can you read that to the audience, Mel? I don't know
I'm
if you can
in the
read that.
house of Usher.
Exactly. For you Edgar Allan Poe fans, I'm in the house of Usher. Well done, Stephen. I think you, despite the fact it's had a huge move, I think you stay with the name.
Wow. 3 out of 4 traders say it's a buy. Stephen, great to see you. Thank you so much for sharing that pitch with us. We hope you'll come back soon. Stephen Usher, Standard General.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.